Will you buy the Mastery Pass on free to play? Let me speak to that question real quick before we check our numbers. So yeah, that question again was, have you or will you buy the Mastery Pass on free to play? I believe that I will, but I am waiting until there's more gem value in it. What I don't want to do is I think of our gems as our bankroll, and in poker, for example, bankroll management is a big part of successful poker playing. Let's say a typical buy-in for a poker game you play at is 1 unit, one buy-in. Let's call it 1 buy-in. How many total buy-ins do you have to have for it to be good bankroll management to sit down at that game? Well, first of all, you need to sit down at a game usually with about 3 buy-ins, because you might bust and need to rebuy. So generally, I think it's an appropriate. I have been out of poker seriously long enough that anybody who is like seriously playing poker might want to correct me on these exact numbers, but you want I think you want to have, your 25 to 50, 20, call it 25 buy-ins is where I start to feel like you have a decent bankroll for taking a buy-in to that game. You want 24 buy-ins behind you when you put that first one in. And I'm getting into poker because bankroll management is something I try to apply here, which is to say the reason why you want to have that huge bankroll cushion is that when you experience variance, have some bad luck, and bust out 7 times in a row, you still want to have, no, I don't mean big blinds, I mean like what you usually buy in. Big blind, how much to buy in for is another bankroll management thing, but I just mean how much, assuming a bullet sitting down at a game, yeah, like 30 buy-in amounts, maybe that's too much, but anyway, you have to plan for some bad luck when you're doing good poker bankroll management. You have to plan for losing 7 straight sessions in a row and losing badly. Like you play correctly and lose because variance happens. You need to have your bankroll behind you ready to help still buy you back in so you can build back up again. This brings me back around to why I haven't bought the gem bundle for the free-to-play account yet, because our especially last week when we didn't have gold-based drafting available to us for M20, we were clinging to our final gems to be able to play a draft every single day. And I want to get a higher gem bankroll before I invest 3,400 of it into what will be worth it. But if it reduces our bankroll to a high risk of not being able to play limited, then I don't want to do it yet. And I'll just wait until there's a lower risk of ruin, right? Risk of ruin is what we're talking about, as someone has just as Fazdar has expressed. So that's why I haven't bought it for the free to play yet. Not because I don't think it will be worth it, but because I'm managing our gem bankroll. And now let's go look at right. And Gecko, if we wait, we just get those gems back right away, so it helps without that bankroll management. And there's no pressure either, because we don't really care about the cosmetics. Shogmoth asks, if you went broke on free-to-play, would you just grind gold on quests for a bit, or buy some more gems to speed things along? Oh, I would just grind. I mean, we would talk about that. I want the modeling of free-to-play behavior to be useful for the free-to-play audience that I have. I don't think there's any other streamer showing what the free-to-play experience as a limited heavy player even looks like, and so that's really what I'm trying to do. But if free-to-play just means super low budget, we could decide that, for example, in the store, we still have a bundle that's a good value. The Explorer bundle is ultimately a good value on gems. So one purchase a value-minded player could make and feel like they're getting a good deal is the one-time Explorer bundle purchase. But it kind of, like, I feel like if we make this purchase for this account, we have strayed away from free-to-play, and I'm trying not to do that, really. So I'm thinking we won't, and my usual MO, if we run out of resources on this account, is to grind it off air. We switch to the paid account and play the paid account for a little bit, and until we get a draft buy-in back for free to play. But that hasn't happened in a long time. Hopefully we keep that going. But I did want to switch to left monitor here, and we'll show you MTGA Tracker and how I use it to see our progress.